This is CBS News Miami.
All right, good afternoon. I'm Elliot Rodriguez. This is our 4 o'clock Quickcast. Let me get our scripts here, but we just brought you the breaking news story on the verdict in the Daisy Link case. She was the lady from Homestead who was accused of second-degree murder with a handgun, firing at her husband. She said she fired towards the ground. It hit her in the leg. It hit him in the leg, pardon me, and he died in that shooting in June of 2022. She was found guilty this afternoon by a jury in Miami-Dade County Circuit Court. Okay, so we also have other news to report for you right now. And it's about a possible school threat at a private school here in South Florida. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office is confirming that the threat at Belen Jesuit Preparatory School in Southwest Miami-Dade was real. On CBS News Miami at noon, we told you about a video that showed a student with a weapon off campus. We have now learned that there was a gun involved, that the gun has been found and impounded, and that the student has been Baker Acted. The Baker Act provides crisis services for individuals with mental illness. Now, the Sheriff's Office is not saying if the student involved has mental illness. Our Peter Dench is working the story to learn how old the student is, what grade he's in, and what action Belen Jesuit Prep is taking after this news has been reported. Peter will have a live report with what he has learned coming up on CBS News Miami at 5 o'clock. And now to a story you saw first on CBS News Miami. We're working to learn about a bomb threat at the Dolphin Mall in Sweetwater. Officers say the threat was made to one of the restaurants there. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office conducted a sweep of the popular shopping center. The mall was already closed when this happened. We'll update you as we learn more on air and online on cbsmiami.com.
Always tracking, always alerting. This is Next Weather.
Okay, Ivan Cabrera, if I wasn't holding this thing in my hand, I would give you a round of applause. Today was spectacular.
Yeah, we've had a couple little showers, but not bad at all. And this is the highest rainfall we will have for some time here, so we're looking pretty good, Elliot, as far as the conditions right now. We'll check in on, again, that little boundary we talked about yesterday, yielding a few showers this morning. A lot of the stuff has stayed mostly offshore, and the reason we're not able to rain so much, harder than these few showers that we've had is all this orange. A lot of dry air up above, and so that really just puts a limit, a severe limit. In fact, the driest air across the entire country is right on top of Florida right now. Despite that, few hundred feet from where we're standing up into the clouds, that's where we have enough moisture atmospherically to be able to generate a couple little sprinkles here and there, but we're splitting hairs here because it's just not going to be much. And there you see next to the rain tracker for the remainder of the evening. And then heading into tonight, I think for tomorrow, kind of a similar setup. So I'll have rain chances at around 10-20% in the morning, and then we'll start lowering that as we head into the afternoon. But if you're stepping out for the rest of the evening, drier conditions, temperatures into the upper 70s to lower 80s, and I'm tracking not just the spotty showers for tomorrow, but after a nice little break heading into Friday and Saturday, we'll have some more shower activity Sunday and into Monday. And yes, we do have a new area in the tropics to watch. We'll get you that in a second. Here is the humidity and how it's going to go this time of year. We start fluctuating, right? So we'll have that nice little dip behind this boundary that's bringing in those spotty showers, and then more humidity tends to equate to higher rain chances, and that's what we'll have going as well. So we fast forward into our Friday here, getting close to the weekend. We'll see a few showers in the morning, 6 a.m. Very similar setup to tomorrow. It's that onshore wind that at times will bring us clouds. More bark than bite, though, as you saw today. Even now, the cloud cover beginning to thin out, but there you see your Friday evening looking at just fine. Now, the problem will be the wind and that surge that's coming in with that northeast wind. That's going to set us up for another high risk of rip currents tomorrow. And now things are really getting churned up into the Atlantic waters. We have a small craft advisory along with the Florida Keys as well. You'll likely start getting in on that, at least a caution coming up over the next few days. All right, let's check in on the tropics because we do have a new area to talk about here. It's the same one I've been showing you, right, across the Western Caribbean. There is nothing in the Western Caribbean right now. It is the forecast of what could be heading in that direction. And finally, we can show you, again, it's a tropical disturbance here in the Eastern Atlantic over the next next few days. You see that yellow blob there as it heads into this general area in the Caribbean, almost the entire stretch. 20% chance of that going. But I'll tell you the latest computer model forecast. Let's zoom in on where the disturbance is right now in the eastern Atlantic, and we'll kind of follow that through and watch what happens here. This is the European model. It's just crashing whatever develops, whether it's a tropical depression or a tropical storm, into Central America. So I think we're looking pretty good. All right, I'll leave you with the next weather 7-day forecast, and we'll talk about temperatures in the 80s. Those lower rain chances in time for the weekend. Looks fantastic. Make your plans now for Saturday and Sunday.
Looks great, Ivan. Thank you. And don't forget, hurricane season runs through November 30th, and the next weather team is making sure you're always prepared. Just scan the QR code and find all the tools you need to help you get ready. You can also find our hurricane special, which has information for you and your entire family. Just go to cbsmiami.com. And now at 4 o'clock, tensions are rising between the United States and Venezuela. Very heated right now. This after President Trump announced that he authorized CIA operations in the South American nation. CBS News Miami's Morgan Reiner reports from Doral, where she got reaction from the local Venezuelan community.
Venezuelans told us the situation in their home country is really bad, and they are thrilled with any action the Trump administration is taking in order to make a change of power happen. Santiago Moreno grew up in Venezuela.
Great place, it's beautiful. People is beautiful there.
Before moving to the U.S. in 2009.
Venezuela was already a very, very dangerous place when I came to the United States.
So to hear the news that President Trump is authorizing covert CIA operations within Venezuela,
it's about time. I mean, Venezuela and the people from Venezuela, they need help. There's nothing they can do inside.
In addition to the new CIA guidelines, in recent weeks, the Trump administration announced deadly strikes on boats coming out of Venezuela and a $50 million reward for the arrest of the country's president, Nicolas Maduro.
I support 100% all operations for this country against the Maduro regime.
Jose Colina sought asylum here in the U.S. 20 years ago, and since then, he's helped others do the same. He is the founder of a nonprofit that helps Venezuelans in exile. He said the Venezuelan community is glued to the news for updates.
Every day, every hour, every day.
CBS News' Ed O'Keefe spoke with the president about this on Wednesday.
Does the CIA have authority to take out Maduro?
Oh, I don't want to answer a question like that. That's a ridiculous question for me to be given. Not really a ridiculous question, but wouldn't it be a ridiculous question for me to answer? But I think Venezuela is feeling heat, but I think a lot of other countries are feeling heat too.
Both Moreno and Colina said if power is overturned, many people will go back to Venezuela.
Maduro goes out of power there, Venezuela is going to change like this.
One Venezuelan I spoke to off camera questioned President Trump's authority to authorize the CIA to go into a foreign country. As for the CIA, they did not respond to CBS News for comment. In Doral, Morgan Reiner, CBS News, Miami.
Right now we have new details in the ongoing government shutdown. Republicans have rolled out a new tactic to try to, at the very least, fund parts of the government during the shutdown. The first new spending measure to come to the floor since the shutdown began 16 days ago. CBS News Miami's Erica Brown has more details from the White House.
The Senate took a procedural vote on a bill that would fund the Pentagon and pay U.S. service members during the shutdown, but failed to get the votes needed to move forward with the legislation.
The motion is not agreed to.
Earlier Thursday, lawmakers tried for a 10th time to advance a Republican short-term spending bill to end the shutdown.
It would take just a handful of Democrats to reopen the government.
Senate Republicans continue to do the same exact thing and expect different results. That's the classic definition of legislative insanity.
Democrats insist any deal must include an extension of Affordable Care Act tax credits, but say Republicans are refusing to negotiate.
Leader Thune has not come to me with any proposal at this point.
Republicans say reopening the government should come first.
We're not conducting negotiations in a hostage situation.
Now, President Trump has said he plans to use the shutdown to slash the size of government by firing thousands of government workers. But a legal challenge from employee unions has put those plans on hold. Federal Judge Susan Ilston issued a temporary restraining order Wednesday, writing, "It is also far from normal for an administration to fire line-level civilian employees during a government shutdown as a way to punish the opposing political party. But this is precisely what President Trump has announced he is doing."
This is another far-left, partisan judge who was smacked down by the Supreme Court in July for ruling on this exact same thing.
Unions representing federal workers who filed suit called the layoff plans unprecedented and unlawful. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
And now to the Middle East, where the ceasefire in Gaza is still holding. Hamas returned the bodies of 2 more Israeli hostages, while Israel has returned at least 30 Palestinian bodies. Israeli soldier Captain Daniel Perez was laid to rest. His family received his body. It was held in Gaza for more than 2 years. He was killed fighting Hamas during the October 7th attack. Senior U.S. advisors say that the level of destruction in Gaza has made it almost impossible to retrieve the rest of the bodies. When we come back, we have an eye on your money. It's not too soon to start preparing for Thanksgiving. See what one national supermarket chain is offering to help you make ends meet. The Miami Dolphins are back in action Sunday when they take on the Cleveland Browns right here on CBS Miami. Our coverage gets underway with the Coach Mike McDaniel show at 11. That's followed by Dolphins Weekly Live. Kickoff between the Fins and Browns is at 1. And we wrap it all up with the 5th quarter with Mike Cunha.
We've shown you the serious toll that ultra-processed foods take on your body. But how can you eat healthier without it taking a massive toll on your wallet? We hit the grocery store to help you stretch your dollar.
Tomorrow at 11.
Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. I'm Elliot Rodriguez in for Naja Sherman. A new ship is calling Port Miami home. Was Virgin Voyages Brilliant Lady pulled into port this morning. This is Virgin's newest ship, and it is making its Miami debut today. Join us tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. on CW Miami 33, where we'll speak live with Virgin founder Sir Richard Branson. You don't want to miss that. And we are keeping an eye on your money as you set your sights on Thanksgiving, now only 6 weeks away. Aldi, one of the largest grocery chains in the country, says it has the lowest per-person price on a full 10-person Thanksgiving spread. Here's some of what's included: a 14-pound turkey, rolls, cranberry sauce, mac and cheese, stuffing, mashed potatoes with gravy, sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole, and pumpkin pie. I'm hungry already. The cost, $40, $7 cheaper than last year. Sign me up. And speaking of money, you still have time to have a shot at the highest Mega Millions jackpot since December. $625 million up for grabs in tomorrow night's drawing. It's the 11th largest amount in the game's history. The cash option is a cool $289 million. We'll bring you the winning numbers tomorrow during CBS News Miami at 11. And that's CBS News Miami's Quickcast. I'm Elliot Rodriguez. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS Miami.